Hey Bud, this is Bud's RC Adventures. I got Jessica's C54 here. Put some new tires on it. Here's the original ones. These are pretty cool. They're from Amazon. I could put a link in the description. Her suspension is all factory, and what I'm gonna do is I've got these handy dandy metal rear ends that I've put together from WPL. I used Edward's video, which my son's got another set, and we'll do a video and show how we broke them in and everything. We used our drills, and seemed to be pretty good. We greased them up. It comes with it's blue grease, so I'm assuming it's marine grease, but these are pretty smooth right now. So I'm going to swap this out, see how she likes it when I'm done. So let's get started here. So, got the rear end off. If you can see, these are just plastic pieces here. So I'm gonna have to see how I can get these out of here. It looks like an Allen head, but it's kind of stripped out. If you can see that. Let me see what I can do here. But I should get her metal suspension, but we'll work with what we got right here. So it looks like I just have to take off these Phillips, which is holding all of this together. And the kit does come with metal drive shafts, so hopefully I can swap those out as well. These are the screws we took out. They're for plastic, right? These longer screws are the ones we're going to be putting in. And the way it works is you'll put it through the top, and then you'll make sure your rear end is lined up the way it's supposed to be. And you're going to put it through. And then there's these little holders, and it goes like so that you can see here how it will be. And so there's 2 for each side, 4 screws. The kit should come with everything for that. And then also there's these simulation little drum brakes that'll slide on your rear end as well. So it'll be like that when you're done. tightened her springs because Miss Jessica likes to have, she's got a crew in there. She's got some pigs that she's hauling around. There you go, you can kind of see what she's going on. So they're all hot glued in there. And here's her passenger. She wants to add a Deadpool in the driver's seat, but we haven't found one yet that'll fit. So her shocks are kind of sagging down. Her rear end was sagging. You never want that to happen, saggy rear end. So I'm going to see if tightening that up helps. So now I've got it in there. Now I need to see if I can replace this drive shaft as well with the new metal ones. I don't know if it's going to work or not. About to find out. All right, so looks like the metal drive shaft is going to work. And we're going to use the blue thread lock. I just put some out in the little plastic disc here. And here are the little set screws. So if you can see this little guy, itty bitty. It's a 1.5 hex. If you look in your little precision screwdriver, here, I'll put it under here. So the way I do is I just roll it around, get some on there, and then you can put it inside your drive shaft, and yeah, that'll set it. So I'm gonna do that here. I can't really hold the phone while I do this. So I'm just gonna get it started, and then I'll slide it in on the truck. You don't wanna force it and cross thread it. Some of this stuff is just not precision from the factory. So I'll go on and start the other one as well. Let's see. Be able to still slide it on. And also, just to make it easier on you, make sure both are facing the same way when you put the drive shaft together. That way when you slide it on your motor, you'll be able to adjust it too on the rear end. And then you'll put those back in the holes there for your 4-link. Get it lined up and it'll pop back in, and then we'll put the screws back in and get this thing put back together. So here it is, all put back together. We've got the 4-link done. We've got the mock-up of the drum brakes. We put the shocks back in where they go. So I did loosen it a little bit. It's about half, because it was all the way out and I tightened it all the way up, but it seemed too stiff. But we can always adjust that later. Everything seems good. So now I'm gonna move on to the front. And I always want to use lock nuts whenever you can. So I had to dig through some of my screws to find something that would work. You might have to too. Some of these kits don't come with all the stuff you need. So if you're like me, kind of hoard all the little nuts and bolts and screws and washers and lock nuts and whatever, spacers, just so you always have them. But I highly recommend, a lock nut. This is threaded, but I went on and got an extra long screw to put a lock nut on it. So I've got the front end all mocked up with the plastic suspension. I'm gonna have to probably upgrade this. So one of the things I did find is for the steering, you can see the other steering. Here's this piece. So here is the original, and here is the piece that comes with the metal. Even though I tightened these down all the way, it was starting to strip. I didn't want to force it, and I didn't want to bend it. Some people I think will bend these, but if you can see, I put it on the second hole here, the first hole here. Here, I'll show the back side for you, so you can see what I did there. And as you can see, they're pretty well straight. Because if this is out of adjustment, you know, you'll have one down, one up whenever it's supposed to be straight. So, and it looks like it's going to clear the cover because it would never turn that far anyway. So hopefully this is going to work. If you guys know of different ways for that, I don't know if that matters or not. You can comment and let me know. I mean, I'm still learning at this. This is just a little hobby, a little passion for me. So I'm going to continue building the steering stuff. And now looks like Jessica can haul her little piggies with some metal axles. Everything seems to be working good. The steering, I don't know, I'm not happy with it, but we'll upgrade that later for stronger servo maybe. So hopefully you learn something maybe. I don't know, will help you or not, entertain you. I do like these WPL RCs. They're really fun to tinker with, and you can mod, and there's a lot of parts for them. So it's just the fun thing of doing all this stuff. So see you guys next time.